So we turn to baseball. It's altogether fitting and proper that we honor one of NIU's best for the game of baseball on this, the first day of the postseason for Major League Baseball with a wild card round. And he is NIU baseball's hit king. He's at the top of the pile, everybody. Scott Simon, the Husky baseball career leader in hits, in runs batted in, and in doubles. He batted .376 during his freshman season. This was back in 2003, picking up second-team All-Mid-American Conference honors and first-team freshman All-American honors. Quite the induction, I think, into college baseball. He's the Mid-American Conference RBI and doubles leader. That was his sophomore year, and then named to the Brooks Wallace Award watch list for the National Player of the Year consideration in both his junior and senior seasons. When you play baseball collegiately north of Interstate 80, it is a challenge, to say the very least. He'll be the first one to tell you that. Let's look at some of his senior highlights very quickly from 2007. First of all, he led the team to a school record 34 Division I wins. 16 of those wins coming within the Mid-American Conference. It was indeed the second highest victory total of anybody baseball-wise in the state of Illinois. During that time, he did become the Mid-American Conference's career hit leader with that 318 total I had mentioned, and he was one of only 30 candidates for the Lowe's Senior Class Award, which embolizes college baseball's top student athletes. His name is still peppered everywhere in the NIU baseball record book. He wore number 28, and he came from just up the road a little bit, Marion Central Catholic High School in Woodstock. And were we ever glad to have him. Please step into the Hall of Fame now, if you would, Scott Simon.
All right, so I think I was supposed to be the third speaker tonight, which would have been in correlation to being the three-hole hitter, so that felt kind of normal. So I guess I'll have to be the second hitter, and Thomas, you led off, so you better get that big lead off because I'm bunting you over. Got to set the table. It's awesome to be back here. It truly is an honor to be inducted into this Hall of Fame. And first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to everybody who put this on. I truly appreciate it. My family appreciates it. Thank you, Rodney Davis, for that call. Randy Nepientek tracking me down. Apparently, I'm one of the toughest people in the world to get a hold of. Facebook Messenger, thank Mark Zuckerberg. And I just want to say thank you to my family. You're here supporting me. I love you guys. I will say thank you to my coaches. None of them are here anymore, but Ray Nepientek, he's in the crowd somewhere. Thank you for being here. I don't know if Ed Matthey made it out, but I want to say thank you to Ed Matthey, Tim McDonough, Steve Joslin, and Luke Saber. Those guys truly believed in me and kind of made me what I am and what I did here at this university. Mom and Dad, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys always made me believe that I could do whatever I put my mind to. Mom, you were always there with the academics, helping me write papers when I was a young kid. Always feeding me, looking at me, saying, "Eat, eat." You know, I guess I got big and strong because of that. Dad, I remember being a little kid, and you know, we loved the White Sox, we loved Frank Thomas, and it was like how did he do that? And he just said, practice, practice, practice. And I took to that. And you know, you introduced me to baseball. It means so much to me. Sorry to get emotional. It's an emotional thing, but and then his other advice, and you never pressured me, which is amazing. Everything was on my own. I never felt like I had any pressure from you, and I know people did. But you always said, "See the ball, hit the ball," and I always took that with me. And I also have to thank my brothers, because they were always there for me. I can't handle this. My brothers, Jeremy and Ben, you guys were my practice buddies. And Ben, I couldn't have done this without. So, kind of reflecting on everything, it's like, how did I get here? How did I get to NIU? High school's high school. Everybody who ends up playing college, they were the best kid in their high school. I had a couple small schools approach me. And I was hitting in the winter with this, he was a scout for the Diamondbacks at the time, Mike Daughtry. And he said, "Why don't you come to this showcase?" This is my senior year. He said, "Bring this wood bat, whatever, come hit." And Dave Schrag, who was the coach at the time, he said he might want to see you take some swings. So I showed up to the showcase. It was January, and indoors, they had a batting machine set up. I took the wood bat. I hit 10 balls, hit them off the backdrop, and Dave Schrag invited me to come to play baseball at NIU, and the rest is history. Kind of crazy. Fall ball showing up, you never know. You don't know coming out of high school what it's going to be like. You hit 500 in high school, you show up in fall ball, you hit 275, and you think you suck. But, that first meeting with my coach, I was like, am I going to get cut? I mean, what's going on here? And, he's just like, hey, just keep working hard. We'll give you your chance. I worked my butt off. A couple guys that I played with, Mike Santoro, Joe Mazuka, those guys, they took me under their wing, kind of showed me what it was like to be a college baseball player, and I took to it. Our first game, Louisville. We played Louisville, end of February, 28 degrees outside, sleeting. I didn't start that first game, and it stunk. You're out there, and you're like, God, I don't know what it's like to not play. I got a call to pinch hit. I think we played 2 sevens that game, so it was a 7th inning. Got a call to pinch hit, hit a single up the middle, tied it up, RBI single, and kind of the rest was history from there. Coach Matthew kept on putting me in the lineup, and at least that year against righties, I was a left-handed hitter, and then it got to the point where I was just in the lineup every single day. I had some amazing teammates: Matt German, Rob Marconi, Mike Santoro, Jeremy Bush, Joe Pikars, Nick Hall, Mark Badgley. Those guys, some of the older guys, they really showed me how to lead the way when I was younger, and as I got older, I tried to do the same thing. I think if you look at the stats, the top 3 teams with the highest winning, the most wins per season were teams that I participated in, and I take a lot of pride in that. So some of those guys that, like I said, I tried to treat the way the older guys treated me: Jordan Hood, Dave Reynolds, Matt Barron, Justin Boehm, Pat Minogue, Brandon Kopp, Andy Dean. Just want to say your guys' name out there. I love you guys. When I was here, my coaches gave us a first-class experience. We had a good amount of success. I was able to go out to play ball in Alaska, among other summer leagues, win a team MVP, out playing in the Alaskan Baseball League with guys. I was playing with guys from Stanford, Notre Dame, Cal. It was just amazing. Actually, I want to acknowledge these guys out here. I see myself in you guys. I thank you guys so much for coming out here. If you guys could stand up, and if you guys could give them a round of applause. Thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. If I take one thing that I would like to say from something that my coach said that I would pass along, he used to say the term, and you think about it now, and it makes a lot of sense. He would say the game doesn't care. You're like, okay, that sounds kind of morbid. We're out here, we're playing the game, we're putting everything into it, but the game doesn't care. And he's right. Here at NIU, I never had a normal batting cage to hit it in the wintertime. The game doesn't care. You find a way to do it. You play in the cold, the game doesn't care. It's snowing outside, the game doesn't care. You're facing a guy he's a first-round draft pick. He's got everything in his arsenal, game doesn't care. But you know what? I could always go back to what my dad said, see the ball, hit the ball. I just want to say thank you again for everything. This is perfect. NIU was exactly the most perfect place that I could have ever played baseball. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, and thank you very much.